That semester, I got the single room I'd been hoping for, only to have the housing office assign me a roommate at the last minute. His name was Kai, and he arrived with a single duffel bag and an aura that made the small room feel even smaller. He was all sharp angles and low-toned confidence, the kind of guy who commanded attention without ever trying. Meanwhile, I'm Leo, and I guess cute is the best word people use for me: soft edges, a permanent blush, and constantly tripping over air. We moved in together, but that was pretty much where our shared life ended. Kai was a senior, focused, always surrounded by his intense, older friend group. I was a freshman, spending my time with my chaotic, loud dorm friends. We were polite, barely exchanging 3 words a day. That changed one rainy Tuesday. I was hunched over my desk, panicking about a history paper, when the door opened and Kai stepped in, tripping slightly. He took one look at my frantic tapping and the mountain of books. "Stop," he said, his voice deep and surprisingly gentle, the sound of it cutting through my anxiety. I looked up, startled. Stop what?" Freaking out, he clarified, dropping his bag. He walked over, and I swear the temperature in the room went up 5 degrees. He leaned against the edge of my desk, making me feel ridiculously small. "What's the topic?" I mumbled it out. He listened, his dark eyes intense, and then, slowly, he started asking questions, breaking the massive assignment down piece by piece until it finally made sense. He didn't leave until I had an outline ready. That night, something shifted. It started with small things. He'd leave my favorite mango juice on my desk. If I came back late from a study session, the room light would be off, but a small lamp near my bed would be glowing. Then came the possessiveness. One Friday, my friend group and I were making a ridiculous amount of noise, playing video games. Kai walked in, his face set in a look that was more territorial than annoyed. "Leo," he said, not even looking at my friends. "Come here." I got up, confused. He walked me to the doorway, his hand resting firmly on the small of my back, a touch that felt like a claim. "You're tired," he stated, his voice low enough that only I could hear. "You have an early class. They need to leave." "Kai, we are fine, we just started," I tried to argue, but the look in his eyes stopped me. It wasn't menacing, but it was absolute. It said, "You are my priority, and I will manage this." He looked past me, fixing my friends with a polite but lethal stare. "Guys, wrap it up. Leo needs sleep. Good night." They stammered apologies and left, looking slightly terrified. When the door clicked shut, I turned, ready to scold him, but he just looked at me, his gaze softening the moment the threat was gone. "You don't have to push yourself for them," he murmured, cupping my cheek. His thumb stroked my skin, and the feeling sent a ridiculous shiver through me. "You're mine to take care of." The word mine was a shock, but somehow, it didn't feel wrong. It felt safe. I leaned into his touch, my heart hammering a rhythm I couldn't ignore. "You're so dominant," I whispered, barely a breath. He let out a low, satisfied sound, pulling me fully against his chest. "Only for you, sweet thing," he confessed, wrapping both arms around me, holding me tight, like he was staking his claim. "And you wouldn't have it any other way." He was right.